Tell me about
John
He was at
Stanks.
school with us. We thought he was our friend.
No.
Sean's
Dead. You killed him.
Sean's alive.
And he's right there. Hey, it's mental.
Don't use your rat.
So, Mr. Bond, at last you've come. It seems we keep meeting like this as enemies, and yet you are my closest friend. I'm so sorry to do this, Mr. Bond, but you must die. I might actually be an evil villain. I know. Who could guess? Apparently, I've gone through enough evil villain arcs to be one, but it's not even like real villainy. It's more like one of those side villains. I'm just one of those background villains. I'm not the main guy. I'm more like a henchman. So there I was in elementary school. Some kid was pretending like my bike was actually his bike. Who does that? Anyways, so I was like, "Nuh-uh, it's my bike, dude." And then he was like, "Nuh-uh, dude, it's my bike." And then I got so mad at them because I was like, how could he try to steal my bike? Because, you know, obviously I didn't get it. I didn't get the joke. And so I started chasing him down. And then one kid comes up and he's, you know, like the other kids I was chasing, they were all like laughing, having a good time. I was upset. I was actually mad. And then the kid comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, can I play?" I'm like, "No!" And I punched him right in the gut. And he got the wind knocked out of him. So he was like laying there on the floor, like writhing in pain, and he couldn't breathe. So that happened. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry that happened to you. It was out of my hands at that point. He's good. We're good. I don't even know if like we were in the same class together. I knew who the kid was. We weren't like friends though. We never talked. So I don't really know. I don't remember seeing him after that. Yeah, so, you know, I think that might have been the start of where everything kind of fell apart for me. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go into this one. Ooh, this one will make me look like an actual villain. Like I could be very I don't know if I want to share that on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I thought this was supposed to be a funny video. Okay, let's get off the subject, okay? I'm a lot better of a person now than I was then. I was playing a game with my brother-in-law. This is called Towerfall. And in Towerfall, you play as a character and you have arrows, and if you get hit once, you die. And you can, like, dodge to grab arrows that are being shot at you. Okay, so we're playing the game. We're having a good time. This brother-in-law has a hard time with feeling like things are unfair, which is totally fine. I get it. When he feels like things are unfair, he feels like he's being taken advantage of, he does not want to play anymore. Or he simply just he thinks the game is not fun, and then he doesn't want to play. And I didn't want that to happen initially. I love playing games with this brother-in-law. He's a great guy. We were at a standoff. I had like 3 arrows and he had 0 arrows. So it really wasn't a standoff, but there's the strategy where you can dodge and pick up the arrows that are being shot at you so you don't die, right? So it's kind of a standoff. I obviously had the advantage, but if he dodged at the right time, you know, mind games kind of stuff, right? So I'm like, whatever, I don't want to have to deal with that because I'll probably lose. Just because I suck at video games in general. And so I was like, hey, let's call a miniature truce, and you can go pick up those arrows that are on the ground, that are right in front of me, right there, and I won't shoot you at all. And then we can have a real old-fashioned one-on-one shooting contest. So you just go pick up this arrow that's right there. It's just sitting there. It's right there, and you don't have to worry about me. Nope, not at all. Nope. And he believed me. And so I couldn't believe it. Because I was like, yeah, like in my heart I was like, yeah, no, that's a good idea. I should like give him a fair chance. But everything else in my body said, haha, I can't wait to shoot him. He's like, really? Wow. And I love him so much. So he believes me wholeheartedly because he's just a wonderful man. He's a wonderful dude. So he just starts walking. And I could tell that he turned off all other receptors in that moment. Because I went like this. And I shot him and he goes, huh? I was just like, I had to. It was too easy. You believed me too well. It was too juicy of a moment. I had to take the shot. The look on his face was one of absolute betrayal. I had essentially stabbed him in the back with an actual knife. And he thought I was his friend in that moment. And he said he would never play that game ever again. Yeah, that one's pretty sad. The other night, I was playing another Magic the Gathering game. I was playing with my brother and a friend of ours. And, you know, we were all kind of doing okay, but I was clearly losing. Me and my brother's friend that we were playing with is a very nice guy. And so he was like, oh, I hate it when I get, like, dead first while we're playing, you know, because then the other people play and I just sit there and watch them play. So he's like, I'm not going to kill you this turn. And my brother was like, no, you have to kill Shean because he might win next turn, right? And I'm like, look, I don't have anything on the board. Here's my hand. I even showed them my hand. It was 2 land cards. So nothing. I was just sitting there like sweating and they couldn't see my face because we were playing online, so they could just see my board. I was just sitting there like, yes, do not kill me, please. If I live one more turn, I can win, is because I had a character that pulled every creature out of my deck and put it on the battlefield. I also had another card that said for every creature that enters the battlefield, I deal damage for each creature on the battlefield. Our friend says, I'm not going to kill you this turn. And he leaves me at 2 life. And he's like, that wouldn't be fair. And so I'm just like convincing him like, no, you need to attack my brother because you're gonna, if once I'm gone, you're gonna have to face him, and that's a whole different dragon you gotta eat, you know. And so just manipulating this poor guy. I know full well that I'm about to win. And the only way I can win is if he doesn't kill me. So I'm like, look, there's no way I can win this game. I just like flat out lied to him. This is the way the game is played, okay? It's okay to do that in certain situations when that's the way you're supposed to play the game. He lets me live. My turn rolls around, and I summon every creature from my deck, and I kill both of them. And then he says, wow, I will never trust you again. And I said, yeah, that's fair. I understand. I wouldn't either. I love playing with people who don't know my tells, because apparently I'm pretty believable when they don't know that I'm lying to them. Man, seeing the betrayal in people's eyes is one of those moments that it's just such a juicy moment, you know? Because people trust you, and when you're a person like me, they don't think you're going to lie to them, because I really don't lie to people that often at all. And I really don't even know when the last time I've lied to someone is. I decided that I wasn't going to do it anymore because it was not something that I wanted to be. And so I stopped lying to people a long time ago. Except in games, because that's okay to do, because it's the game. That's what you're supposed to do in the game. Okay, that's the only way I justify that. I don't lie to people anymore. Okay, at least I try not to, and if I find myself lying, I always come clean as soon as I can, if not immediately. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you know these people trust you, they think they know who you are, and then you throw a knife in their back, and it's just one of those moments that I don't want to say it feels good, because I mean, obviously it doesn't feel good to make people like mistrust you anymore, but it feels good to know that someone trusted you so much that you could get away with murder. And that's pretty interesting. Anyways, man, I'm really turning myself like, I'm really looking like a really bad guy over here. I guess that was the point of the video. Anyways, I'm changed. I'm a new guy, except the one where I manipulated our friend. That happened like last week, so I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad guy.